Hey Ariel, my name is Alex Stemle. I'm the president of Stemle Consulting Group, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Now most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I read minds, and the answer is, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their businesses to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who the expert is and who isn't. I have found by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, it's actually resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Alex. Please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business with bringing in more clientele and revenue, please shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or, if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you to do yourself, that works for me too. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is something called content. Now what content is anything that you can see on your web page. As you can see, I do have your website pulled up here. I like it. I like it quite a bit. It's very professional, looks great. So with content, what Google likes to see, they would like to see about 1,500 words on that homepage to really be optimized, to get the full strength from Google. So kind of looking through here, as I pull down, like I said, a very nice looking website, very professional, very clean, just not a ton of content, okay? Which not a ton of content can be fixed very easily, or there can be ways kind of around that, and we'll kind of get to that here shortly. But I actually pulled up to see exactly how many words you did have on your website, and it looks like we're sitting at 440 words. Okay, so that's one thing we definitely would want to take up if possible. Try to get that around the 1,500 work, at minimum 1,000 words. But not only do we just want words in there, we want something called keyword-rich content. Now, what a keyword is anytime you go into Google or any other search engine and it's what you type in. For instance, if I put in, catering, Dallas-Fort Worth area, or bartending, Dallas-Fort Worth area, those would all be keyword phrases. So we would like to get as many of those as we possibly can within your web page, within that content, okay? Now, one thing you have to really watch out for, you can't have too many in too little of a period. So Google will actually ding you for having too many keywords in there. They actually consider that keyword stuffing. So here at Stemle Consulting Group, we actually have an algorithm put together to know exactly where to put them and when to put the keywords in. That makes it to your best benefit, okay? So that's the first thing I really want to talk about there. Now, I actually pulled up a couple of the competition just so I can show you kind of what you're working against there in the Dallas area. So first company I pulled up here is called Hey Miss Bartender. As you can see, I got their website pulled up here as well. It's okay, to be honest with you. I actually like your website a lot more. It's a lot cleaner, a lot easier to look at, easier to read. So why is it possible that they are getting more clientele than you right now online? Well, I can show you all that. First, let's look at their word content here. Let's go in. Looks like they're sitting at 636 words, so not many more than you, okay? Not many more than you. That's one thing that I did notice. Another thing that I did notice, and, might help you, might not, but with yours, going back a little bit, everything is kind of on this home page, okay? So you're only getting found for one page, and let's see actually how many keywords and things are getting found for. I actually looked earlier, and I don't believe right now we're not getting found for anything with Uber Suggest. And I actually use another company, another program called RFs. I pay about $400 a month for this one. It's actually showing that nobody is actually finding your website right now. So we're not getting found for any keywords. As you can see, no traffic over here. We have no data on any backlinks or domains. The UR and DR are all at zeros. So again, your website is out there, looks good, but the problem is, you can have the most perfect website in the world, but if no one sees it, it does you no good. Okay? So let's kind of look at where the other companies are at. So again, hey, Miss Bartender here. Let's kind of look what she's bringing in. So it looks like she's getting found for 597 of those keywords. Okay, and this is all throughout her website. It looks like she has 185 backlinks. So she's bringing in roughly about 102 people to her website a month, which looks like it's actually down. Was sitting about the 140 mark and kind of dipped down a little bit and going back up. But, this would not be difficult to beat. And we'll get into what a backlink is and things of that nature. But the big thing I want to show you here was definitely the keywords that they're getting, that they have in there inside their content, and, that their content was a little more, and that they're bringing in about 102 different people to their website a month. So now let's go to the next company I looked at. Now this one here, DFW Bartending. With their website, as you can see, a very clean looking website as well, very nice, professional, but as you can see, there's hardly any content at all on there, so they're really missing the boat when it comes to content. Let's actually see where they're at. So they're only sitting at 171 words. Wow. So yeah, they need a huge boost there. So you're already beating them when it comes to words, but again, it's not only about words, it's also has to do with how many keywords are inside your entire website. So let's look at theirs. So they're getting found for 101 keywords. They have 73 backlinks. It's actually bringing them 132 people to their website a month. So how is that possible when, they don't have near as many words on there, things of that nature? Well, what they do have is all these other tabs over here, which is taking them to different pages. And on those pages, they have quite a few words compared to the home page. Each one of those is giving them backlinks, giving them keywords to their website. So that's a huge deal that's working in their favor for DFW Premier Liquid Catering. So again, not hard to do. All this stuff just takes a little bit of time, and you got to kind of know what you're doing. Okay. So again, we'd be happy to help with all of that. Now that's just the content part of it. Okay. That's the easy part of it. Now, the next thing I really want to talk about is something called Google My Business, or GMB. Or some people call it the map pack. So what exactly that is, so let's say we go into Google here and I typed in Bartending Services, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. Well, what pops up there, you get a little map here, and then underneath that map usually you have 3 businesses. Sometimes there'll be some ads in there, sometimes there won't, but you'll have 3 main businesses here. Well, generally, when I think of, I'm looking for something on the internet and I click it in and I want to see what's near me, I'm just going to look at the top 3. Very few times will I actually go in and view all and see everything around me. Why is that? Because generally our brain trains us to think that the top 3 companies in there must be the best. Whether that's right or wrong, that's just kind of how it is. So how do we get in that top 3? How do we get on the Google Map Pack? Well, very simple. Number 1, you have to register with Google. Once you're registered with Google, they want to know your exact company name. They want to know your website address. They want to know hours of operation. They want to know your exact address with your location. They want, 20 pictures. They'd like to have minimum 20 pictures with keywords tagged behind them. They'd like a description. Now, this description, they'd like it to be 500 words that is keyword rich as well, okay? And then on top of that, we want as many 5-star reviews as possible. You do all of those things and keep adding to that, you'll be in the top 3 in no time. That's really where we want to get you. Once you're in the top 3, you see business skyrocket, you see it soar, just because, like I said, it's a mindset to look at the top 3, and that's who we kind of look at, okay? So that's kind of what I want to show you there. Not hard to do. Again, all this stuff just takes a little bit of time. Now, the last thing I really want to talk about when going through your website here is going to be citations and backlinks. Now, what a citation is any time you can go on a website and go to a directory. A directory can be, Facebook's a directory, Google's a directory, white pages, yellow pages, all of the above. They're considered directories. Now, what a citation is your listing on different directories. We want to get your listing on as many directories as absolutely possible. Why is that? Because then it gives more power to your website. It's all considered power. The more power you can get from Google, the higher ranked your website will be, the more clientele you bring in, the more, more money you bring into the company. Okay. So citations, like I said, white pages, yellow pages, all of that, we can definitely, get you on as many as possible. I would recommend no less than 80 a month putting on there, and there is thousands upon thousands to get on. Now, the last thing that I really want to talk about on here is something called backlinks. Now, what a backlink is anytime you go on any website whatsoever, whether it be an influencer, whether it be a blog, whether it be, just a company that you helped or somebody's Facebook page. What a backlink is anytime I can go on there and I can actually click on a link to your website. Okay, these are huge. Backlinks give you so much power. People like to see a minimum of 250 to 350, Google does, to really start to optimize you. A lot of times we need thousands of those backlinks. Not hard to do, just takes a little bit of time to do. Let's kind of look again at the competition because, as I said, right now we don't have any backlinks here. So let's go over and see what Uber suggests here. It looks like she has 185 backlinks here for Hey Miss Bartender. And let's actually look at some of those backlinks. I actually am able to go in and look at every single backlink that everybody has. So how do we do it? We go in, we copy all the good backlinks. And not all backlinks are considered equal. You want your backlinks, you see the DR here, you want that to be at a number as close to 100 as possible. It goes from 0 to 100. So this 3 is actually not doing anything. So the 78 we like, 77, 17 really not doing much. A lot of 70s in here. We want to get that as high as absolute possible to really work for you. So again, not hard to do, just takes time to do it. And again, we want to get 250 to 350 to really optimize you. Next, let's look at DFW Bartending. So they're only getting found for 73 backlinks. And let's see where they're at. Well, there's 79, 79, 71. Some decent ones, and then also some not so good ones. Again, we would very easily be able to take this competition out. Again, it would just take some time. We have all the resources to do it. We'd be happy to help you in any possible way that we can. So don't want to get you overwhelmed with all of this, but in closing, again, I kind of want to tell you what we went over. Again, we talked about the content. Remember, we want 1,500 words in content to really optimize you, along with the keywords. Make sure it's keyword rich. Number 2, we talked about citations and backlinks. Remember, we want to get a minimum 80 citations in there a month and 250 to 350 backlinks just to start to get you optimized by Google, to really put you out there and get you top in no time. And then we talked about the Google My Business and how easy that is to get you in the top 3. Again, all this stuff, it's just a lot of busy work. It takes time to get you there, but again, definitely possible to do. So, with all this being said, you can either take this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 317-676-4405. Again, my name is Alex Stemle. I'm the President and CEO of Stemle Consulting Group, and my number is 317-676-4405. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one. Thanks. Bye.